Alright everyone, let's finish off these Week 12 picks. Just to recap the picks we made for the Thanksgiving games, Madden and I both picked the Patriots to beat the Lions. We were split on the middle game. I picked New Orleans, Madden picked Dallas, and we both agreed on the New York Jets to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. So, moving on to Sunday. And the first game we're going to look at is Tennessee and Houston. Tennessee's a little hard to pick after the whole Vince Young thing with him being out for the season, and Collins is probably going to be not 100% either if he does play. I don't think he is going to play though. Makes Tennessee hard to pick. I know they're a great running team too, but it gives Houston that much of an advantage, so I got to pick Houston. Yeah. Madden's going to pick Houston too, 17-7. Okay, move on to Tampa Bay and Baltimore. And Madden has not picked Tampa Bay at all this year, and I don't think they picked them at all last year either. I kind of like Baltimore. They're a bit more of a together team. I don't know what you're thinking, because but yeah, Tampa Bay. I mean, they've had a really good year so far, but I just don't know if the chemistry's all there. I mean, it's hard to pick. They both had great seasons, but I don't know. I'm just leaning towards Baltimore. I just think they'll be a bit more consistent. I know both of them have 7-3 records, by the way, and also, by the way, this game has been moved to 4:15. So ignore that 1 o'clock that you see if you can read that small writing. I just like Baltimore. That's where I'm going to go. I think Baltimore will, yeah, and Madden likes Baltimore, 24-3. So, that's just going to be my pick. I don't know, it could go either way, but yeah. New York Giants and Jacksonville Jaguars both have 6-4 records. I kind of see the consistency with the Giants, though. Again, another hard one to pick. Jacksonville's kind of come out of nowhere to have a decent season too, but in this particular matchup, I like the Giants, so that's where I'm going to go. Madden likes the Giants too, 37-17. Okay, let's move on to Carolina and Cleveland. Carolina has pretty much been nothing this year. They did win one game. Can't even remember when that was. That's how much I remember that. And Cleveland's won some games against some tough opponents, so hard to say. I mean, these aren't a lot of teams that I've been paying attention to, admittedly, but I think with the small success Cleveland has had, it's enough for me to pick Cleveland over Carolina. So that is what I'm going to do. My pick is Cleveland. Madden's going to pick Carolina, 20-14. Okay. So, move on to Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Not a hard one for me. Pittsburgh's had a great season. Buffalo, not so much. They've won their last two. They're kind of hot, but against Pittsburgh, I don't think so. So Pittsburgh's my pick. Pittsburgh is Madden's pick as well, 21-13. Eagles and Bears. Both teams are 7-3, having great seasons. I just kind of think Michael Vick is a little too hot for me to not pick him over the Bears. I mean, the Bears have had a good season, but they've had some inconsistencies too. Like, Cutler's had some really bad games. And even with the defense that the Bears have, I think, you know, it might be a little hard for to contain Michael Vick when he gets hot. So the Eagles are where I'm going to go in this one. And Madden's going to pick the Eagles too, 22-10. Okay, let's move on. Minnesota Vikings with their new coach, Frazier, versus the Washington Redskins. You know, even with a new coach, maybe the Vikings will be a little more relaxed. Maybe Favre will be a little more relaxed. I think the whole NFL investigation thing is kind of wrapping up too, so maybe he'll just relax and play out the season, but I don't know. The Vikings are a mess. And Washington's kind of been a mess too, but they've been less of a mess, and they've been winning some games. I don't know. I like Washington. That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go Washington here. And Madden's going to go with Washington, 38-24. Okay, let's move on. Another really tough pick, the Packers and the Falcons. Packers 7-3, Falcons 8-2. What's really surprising about the Falcons, they're doing it in a great division too, with both the Saints and the Buccaneers having good years. So good on them. I don't know though. I kind of think the Packers are a stronger team. Yeah. Kind of where I'm gonna think about going here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Packers over the Falcons. Lord help me, but that's what I'm gonna do. And Madden is going to pick Atlanta. Not too surprising, 42-34. It was a tough pick, but the Packers are where I'm going to go here. Okay, Kansas City and Seattle. The nice upstart Kansas City Chiefs at 6-4, and a Seattle team who is just barely leading the NFC West at 5-5. I've been pretty impressed by the Chiefs and what they've done so far. I think they're a better team than the Seattle Seahawks, so that's kind of an easy pick. It's kind of not an easy pick, too, but yeah, the Chiefs are where I'm going to go. Okay, Madden's going to go Seattle, 20-10. Okay, let's move on to Miami and Oakland. Oakland's kind of been a surprising team, too. They're at 5-5. I don't think anyone expected them to win that much. And Miami's at 5-5. Another kind of hard one to pick. I think for argument's sake, I'm going to go with Miami. And I don't go with Miami a lot, so Lord help me. Miami's going to be my pick, and Madden's pick is going to be also Miami, 20-17. Alright. We got the St. Louis Rams and the Denver Broncos. St. Louis at 4-6, Denver at 3-7. St. Louis kind of had a good start, and they've kind of been tapering off lately. And yeah, Denver has shown some promise, but again, not a lot of wins. In this one, I kind of like Denver. Don't know why, just a feeling. I think this is one of those teams that Denver could torch if they had a really good game. So Denver's where I'm going to go in this one. And Madden's going to go with also Denver, 27-13. Which brings us to the Sunday Nighter. The comeback San Diego Chargers, who are back at 5-5 after a rough start. And the Indianapolis Colts, who are also kind of underachieving at 6-4. So we'll see. I kind of think, even with the Chargers being as hot as they are, I still think all in all that Indianapolis Colts are a better team. So the Colts kind of have to be where I go. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the Colts. I still think the Chargers are good enough to come back and challenge in the division, but against the Indianapolis Colts, it's going to be a tough game, and yeah. So I got to go with the Colts here. And Madden's going to go with the Colts, 34-20. Which brings us to the final game of Week 12, the Monday Nighter. San Francisco at Arizona, and if the records really were what you see, then we'd have a bit of a game in our hands, but actual records are both 3-7. So it's kind of a game that is not going to mean much playoff-wise, but it is the Monday Nighter nonetheless. And I think the strongest team here is going to be San Francisco. Yeah, they're probably shown the most success over the course of the season. They've been the harder playing team, I guess. Even though both of them have kind of not had success winning games. But I think San Francisco is the team to go with. So, with my final pick of Week 12, that is going to be San Francisco, and Madden's pick is going to be San Francisco as well. So, the games we agreed on, let's see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, not that one, 5, 6, 7, nope, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that's 12 out of 16 that Madden and I picked the same team. So there are 4 that we did not. That is the Saints and the Cowboys, the Panthers and the Browns, Falcons and Packers, and Seahawks and Chiefs. So those 4 are going to make the difference between me and Madden winning Week 12. So that is where we stand. And until the end of Week 12, when I will have some results for you, I will see you later. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the games tomorrow. Enjoy the games on Sunday. Happy Thanksgiving if you're living in America. And I will see you probably Tuesday. Have a good day. Bye.